been playing Yamaha trumpets since about 2014, 2015. My stable includes, I believe, 9 or 10 Yamaha instruments. The things I love about Yamaha trumpets are great intonation, fantastic build quality, and a consistency from instrument to instrument. They're just great instruments to play, and I really enjoy playing them every day. My relationship with Yamaha has been fantastic, and I feel very lucky to be part of that team. And I think it starts with the people. They're so easy to work with, and I love that. When I think about where to send students to either buy instruments or get their instruments serviced or repaired, I find that some of the larger shops may not take the same amount of love and care as you know the people at Houghton Horns will do. And you know that if you go to Houghton Horns that you're going to be working with great people who will take time and really make sure they're meeting your individual needs. So give them a call and see what they have in stock, and then drop by the shop and find the instrument that's right for you. I think that's one thing Houghton Horns really has to offer, is the variety of instruments available for you to try all in one place. So first, I just want to quickly talk about practicing these Arban etudes generally. I think it's wise to break them down into 8-bar phrases or sensibly sized phrases and get your repetition in that way with a metronome, slower than you think you need to go so that you're building positive muscle memory. It's also not a bad idea to practice with a friend so you've got some built-in rest when you two take turns playing back to back. You'll notice this first etude is marked fortissimo. Don't let that lead you into playing overly assertively or aggressively. Make a nice, beautiful, warm, round sound, but keep it from getting too edgy. For these videos, I'm playing directly into the microphone at a very short distance, so it may not sound like I'm playing particularly loud or particularly soft, but what I'm trying to do overall is just keep the beauty in the sound, keep the integrity in the sound. I think one way to get started effectively on this etude is to play a couple of free quarter notes in time right before you begin. We're starting off with a perfect fifth slur, so we want to make sure that we're using our air and we're breathing effectively. So I'll go 1, 2, ba, ba, da, 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 da. So looking at this, you've got a ton of small hairpins at like 5 and 6, bar 9, bar 11. I'd be careful not to overdo those. They're kind of telling you where to take the phrasing, but I wouldn't make anything super overt or else you're going to make the listener a little bit seasick. Make sure that your triplets at places like 7 are nice and even. Make sure that you're not clipping the note before the re-articulation. So you might try slurring all the notes for evenness. You might try articulating all the notes, just so that we're not allowing the articulation to get us into any kind of bad habits. All right, so when to breathe. You've got breath markings throughout, and you'll notice that I didn't adhere to all of them. I think they're good suggestions, and if they work for you, that's great. I think there are definitely times when you may not need to take all of the breaths, and that's totally okay. So just let your musical judgment tell you what you kind of need to do there. And don't forget to record yourself and listen back. See if the gestures that you think you're making musically are actually coming through. Puyamoso at 25, you'll notice I went about 10 beats faster. You can do that. You can stay close to the same speed, whatever you like. What I want to make sure that I'm doing is I'm not letting the musicality stagnate just because I'm playing slower notes. So it's marked Puyamoso, more motion. I'm going to go just a little bit quicker through the slower music just so that it stays alive. Then we've got a Puyo Lento and then a Puyo Agitato. You'll notice with the Puyo Agitato I went a little bit faster. I just liked what it did for the style. Your musical choices may vary. What I want you to keep in mind with this Arban stuff is that you don't need to lock into one metronome marking throughout the entire etude. There is room to play around a little bit. Of course, on that side, there's too far you can go. So make sure you keep everything tasteful, but it is okay to make a few little nuances tempo-wise, as long as they make sense. So these were my own personal musical choices. Yours may vary a little bit. My way is not at all the only way to do it. What I was hoping to show this year is just a little bit more variety and not so absolutely straight ahead metronomic all the time. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, we're good.
Man, it's so peaceful up here. No distractions. Just beautiful.
Wait a minute. Are you Kyle Sherman?
Yeah, man, what's up? How you doing?
Dude.
Oh,
You're all safe. You're a trumpet etude.
uh-huh.
Measure 52, you're really flat.
Flat.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And really loud.
Really loud?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm sorry.
Ridiculously so.
Hey, Kyle. Kyle. Kyle.
Mr. Ron, John,
Yeah, it's John.
what are you doing in my room, dude?
Listen, man, are you even an orchestral player? Like, what is up with Etude 2? Where are your dynamics? Is F the only letter of the alphabet you know, man? Come on, you can do better than this.
Pastor, thank you so much for agreeing to see me. Okay. Well, anyway, so I had some spiritual concerns I wanted to talk to you about, some things I'm kind of like going through right now.
Can I stop you right there?
Yeah, sure.
We can get to that.
Okay.
A couple things. I saw your show recently. I have a few tips.
Okay, sure.
First thing, your horn angle. It's terrible. Way too low. What's the matter? You can't see your music? Do you need to look at it? You don't have it memorized?
Okay, okay. Thank you, Father.
I mean, you get paid to do this, right?
Oh, yes, sir.
You're a professional.
Oh, I think so.
Pretty well known.
No.
No. Figures.